Okay, guys, you know what time is it? Come on, when you hear that sick tune, it's time to talk sports. On that note, I welcome you to your number one sports show. It's Sport Lounge on Voice of the People, 96.1 of Abuja. And I am your sport bishop, your magistrate pilot, Professor Nonsoa Renzechi. On the show today, we'll be talking about, of course, what went down in the UEFA Champions League yesterday. It was, of course, a day to remember for Barcelona. We'll let you know how they fared when they hosted Bayern Munich in the Champions League. We'll hear from Man City and, of course, Liverpool. How did they fare yesterday night? Okay, we'll look at, of course, the Europa League and Conference League games going down tonight. Man United, Tottenham Hotspur, they're all on duty today to find out how they fare in their various games. Don't forget Chelsea as well in the Europa Conference League. They've got a tie. And we heard that so many players did not travel. We'll let you know about that as well on the show. Also, we'll bring you from the camp of the Flying Eagles. As I speak to you, the Flying Eagles are up and running. They're having a great game as we speak. In Lome, Togo, a must-win game against the Cote d'Ivoire team. If they do not, Zubairu Aliyu and his team will return back to Nigeria again without nothing. They must win Cote d'Ivoire if and only if they'll get any chance to qualify for the CAF Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. Also, we'll bring you all this from boxing. Come on, Usyk Fury in the news, Joshua in the news. The NBA has begun, guys. We'll let you know how things pan across different match venues. Ballon d'Or, we'll look at that as well. And of course, come on. You know how we do it, to give you all the juicy details across, including that big one from the Ministry of Sports. There is no more ministry. It has been done and dusted. The new Nigerian Sport Commission has been up, and a new man is a new sheriff in town. We'll let you know all about that as well on the show, guys. So sit back, relax. It's going to be exciting, pulsating, interactive, fun, feud, and a sporty pack. Okay, we'll take a breather. When we come back, guys, you know how we do it. We'll go straight to the local scene. Okay, guys, you know how we do. Let's go straight to the local scene and get you up to speed with all the happenings around the local scene. We'll come to the Champions League. We'll discuss more, looking at, of course, all the latest happenings across there. We'll talk to that very soon. But now, let's go to rugby. I'll let you know that the date for the final of the 2024 Nigerian Rugby League has been announced. The Lagos Bulls, which represent the South, will lock horns with Kano Lions from the North. Kano Lions came out top of the Northern Conference after subduing Zazu Bulls, Zaria Bees, and Kano Gazelles, while Lagos Bulls got to the better of Eco Trinity, R2 Finesse, Lagos Rhinos, Lagos Heaven, and the Kings. The date for the final has been fixed for November the 16th in Abuja. And out of the ministry proper, we hear the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Federal Executive Committee, FEC, has scrapped the Niger Delta Ministry and the Ministry of Sport Development. The President also approved the merger of the Ministry of Tourism with the Ministry of Culture and Creative Economy. Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, disclosed these in a post on his official X handle on Wednesday. He said the decisions were taken at the meeting of the FEC in Abuja. According to him, there will now be a Ministry of Regional Development to oversee all regional development commissions such as Niger Delta Development Commission, Northwest Development Commission, and Southwest Development Commission, Northeast Development Commission. He also stated that the National Sports Commission, yes, the National Sports Commission would take over the role of the Ministry of Sport henceforth, the tweet said. And talking about the Sport Commission, we hear that, of course, the former chairman, the League Management Committee, LMC, Malam Shehu Diko, has been named as the chairman of the National Sport Commission. Recall on Wednesday that the federal government announced the replacement of the Sport Ministry with the National Sport Commission. Diko, an alumnus of Ahmadu Bello University, is expected to bring the wealth of experience into the sport industry, flowing his innovative ideas and reputation as an astute administrator. Alhaji Diko is currently a member of the FIFA Football Stakeholder Committee and CAF Organizing Committee for Inter-Club Competition and Club Licensing Management. His experience and exposure will catapult Nigerian sport to the responsive to international best practices. His journey in football, Nigerian Football Administration saw him in 2004 serve as the FIFA Goal Project Manager in Nigeria, organizing several club tours between Portsmouth FC, Manchester United, alongside Caterpillars FC. In 2008, Diko became the consultant for the sport committee in the Nigerian House of Representatives, a role he held until 2011. During this time, he played a role in drafting the National Sport Commission Bill in the National Assembly. He led the Nigerian Professional Football League for many years and brought fresh ideas, growth, and stability to the league. His appointment to lead the National Sports Commission comes at a crucial time, as he is expected to leverage his extensive experience to foster sport development, excellence, and lasting impact on Nigerian sporting landscape. And now we hear that the national chairman of the House Committee on Sport, Honorable Kabiru Amadu, has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over his decision to scrap the Ministry of Sport and replace it with the National Sport Commission. President Tinubu on Wednesday, we told you, announced that the Ministry of Sport Development will now no longer be in existence, and all its roles will now be performed by the National Sport Commission. According to the Honorable Kabiru Amadu, who represents the Guzo Safi Federal Constituency of Zamfara State in the House of Representatives, the decision of Mr. President is a welcome development and one that is totally supported by the National Assembly. Those were the words. In his word, I'll quote him exactly. He said, I think Mr. President should be highly recommended for his bold decision to return the sports sector to a commission. This has always been the position of the House Committee on Sport, that the Sport Commission is what the country needs for effective growth of the sector. But Mr. President just spoke the minds of many sport stakeholders, and we hope that this is the beginning of a new chapter that will enhance development of our sport. The advantage of having a sport commission cannot be overemphasized, because it will pave way for the right professionals to manage the sports sector. End of quote. And of course, the former Minister of Youth and Sport, Sunday Akindare, has been appointed as the special advisor to the President Bola Tinubu on public communication and orientation. His appointment was announced via a statement released on Wednesday by the presidency. Dare is an illustrious media mogul whose career began nearly 3 decades ago, and his work as correspondent for the national magazines in New York and the production editor of the European-backed Fourth Estate magazine during the military regime. We know that he was also at some point in 2009 became the senior special assistant media to the Minister of Information and Communication, playing a crucial role in the media strategy, including the sale of the 2.3 GHz spectrum frequency in 2014. He is now the special advisor, yes, on communication and orientation. And to Kano we go, where we hear that Super Eagles captain and Caterpillar star Ahmed Musa has been named as Caterpillar Sport Ambassador by the state government. His Excellency Abba Kabir Yusuf. Musa showed his appreciation through his ex-handle on Wednesday. He wrote, I'm deeply honored to be appointed as the Sport Ambassador for Kano State. The opportunity is quite humbling, and I'm excited to work towards empowering the youth and promoting sport development across the state. Kano has a rich sporting heritage, and I can't wait to contribute to building a brighter future for athletes and communities. The word of Ahmed Musa, the Super Eagles captain. Now we go to cover that issue. We know that debacle between Nigeria and Libya seems to be lingering for so long a time. And now we're coming from one man, talking about Amaju Pinnick. We hear that the former Nigeria Football Federation president and CAF executive member Amaju Pinnick has said that the final verdict on the botched African Cup of Nations qualifier between Nigeria and Libya will be out before the weekend. The Disciplinary Committee of Africa Soccer governing body initially said the decision will be made known on Wednesday. Pinnick, while speaking on TV, said they are not taking the matter lightly, and adequately measures will be taken to forestall future occurrence. The CAF is taking the issue very seriously. CAF President Patrice Motsepe personifies integrity and Pan-Africanism. We are deliberating on it on our executive committee meeting. It was a subject of intense discussion. We pointed out the fact that this is very serious because anything could have happened to the Super Eagles. So CAF are taking the matter seriously, and we're not leaving any stone unturned. The word of Amaju Melvin Pinnick. And also some good news for Nigeria Super Eagles after they just concluded internationals that went down not too long ago. We hear that the impressive performance of the Super Eagles in the recent 2025 African Competition qualifier has improved its ranking on the latest FIFA ranking. The Nigerian side defeated Mutradina Knights of Libya 1-0 at the Gossip Abbey Stadium in Uyo. Despite the second leg not taking place, Super Eagles retained its spot as the leader of the group. The rest ranking released on Thursday morning placed Nigeria in the 36th position as against the previous 39th position. The three-time African champions are now placed fourth in Africa behind Morocco, Senegal, and Egypt. While narrowly crowned African champions, Ivory Coast is sixth. So these are the top 10 in Africa. We have Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Nigeria, Algeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Tunisia, Cameroon, Mali, and DR Congo. If you're watching me live on our YouTube page, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? And those, drop your comments so that we can give voices to those comments as they do come in, okay? Like, share, subscribe, drop your comment as they come in. Also, the comments for 1 minute gone so far in the encounter, still no goal scored between Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire. But by the way, we hear that Switzerland-based coach Adeyemi Anthony has promised to reward the Flying Eagles if they beat Cote d'Ivoire today at the ongoing Waffle B under 20 in Togo. Recall the Flying Eagles lost to Burkina Faso in their first match, which brought the reaction from the coach Adeyemi saying that the players couldn't take their chances in the first half, and in the second half was the case. Reverse was the case as Burkina Faso took control of the game, and the lonely goal scored made the difference between both teams. He has come out to say that he'll be giving £1 million. Yes, according to him, he said they beat our record and get tickets to the quarterfinals. £1 million will be given to the team. That's what the words of Adeyemi. Wait and see if they can get that done and dusted officially. Talking about the under-20 team. Wait and see. The Flying Eagles, before the game, talking about an official, has come that is the media officer, Sharif Abdullah, says the team will not disappoint. They will make the team proud. Don't forget, they lost 1-0 to Burkina Faso, and Burkina Faso lost 1-0 to Cote d'Ivoire. So they must win. Abdallah, who the media officer, said the team will not disappoint. His word, he said, the players know what's at stake at the moment, and the match against Ivory Coast is a must win. They are braced up to make Nigeria proud by beating the Ivorians today. So we'll see if they can get that one done and dusted, because like I said, £1 million is on the offing, and knowing they had to do that without one of the players who was injured. Talking about Parabo Arehi, he had blisters over his leg. He didn't train yesterday with the team. Talking about the other 20 team in Lome, and so could not take part in the game against Cote d'Ivoire. But I think they've got enough firepower. 19 players did take part in the training section early hours of yesterday morning, and they're ready. They're ready to have a go at Cote d'Ivoire. Like I said, 41 minutes gone so far in that encounter. Still no goal scored. We're waiting for the first goal in that encounter. If there is any goal scored, then we will let you know. Okay, we go to the Super Falcons camp, guys. Let you know, of course, that the Nigerian Football Federation has announced a new venue for the first game between the Super Falcons and their Nigerian counterpart. This was contained in the mail inviting journalists for the upcoming games. According to the football body, the second game of the friendlies will hold at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. And the first leg, according to them, will be held in the Remo Star Stadium at This is what they wrote, and this is a respectfully call on editors, managers of the national sports media to send request for media accreditation for the international friendly game between the Super Falcons of Nigeria and the Fens of Algeria. The match will take place at the Remo Star Sport Complex, Ikenne, Ogun State, on Saturday, the 26th of October 2024, starting exactly 4 p.m. The second match between both teams is scheduled for the 29th of October on Tuesday at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. So we were supposed to play, both games were supposed to play in Lagos at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, but the NFF had decided to shift one game at least to Ogun State, and the second game we played at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. I'm talking about the 17 World Cup. Yeah, we told you yesterday that Nigeria went through 3 wins in 3. It's really a 1-0 victory against host Dominican Republic, and they got a clean sweep, and they will play in United States of America in the quarterfinals of the FIFA Under 17. Goalkeeper Kamala Vasquez, thereby giving Kenya the lead. Kenya controlled the game and got the second goal to make it 2-0 in that encounter. At the end of the day, Mexico pulled the goal back from the penalty spot to ensure that they at least got something in the 2-1 loss. So this is the first win for the Kenya national team, both male and female, at the FIFA tournament. And I tell you, the girls did show why African women football is indeed improving. Okay, let's give you some of the results played from the 17 Women World Cup that was going down yesterday, and these are the games to look out for. We told you yesterday we saw England well beaten by North Korea by 4-0. Mexico, like I told you, defeated by Kenya by 1-2. Poland played a goalless draw with Brazil. Brazil picking up a red card, and Brazil are dumped out of the competition. And Zambia, yeah, they were spanked, beaten, annihilated, destroyed by a Japanese team by 4-1. So this is the quarterfinal pairing. It starts on Saturday, exactly 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Nigeria will take on United States of America. On Sunday, it will be North Korea versus Poland. That game is for 12 a.m. Sunday, Nigerian time as well. Then on Sunday, 8:30, it's Spain versus Ecuador. And of course, Monday, early hours, 12 a.m., Japan will take on England. Now we go to the MPFL, guys. I'll let you know that ahead of the match day 9 of the league, the Nigerian Premier Football League organizers have announced changes in the kickoff of the game between Shooting Stars and Aqua United. After picking their second win of the season, Katsina United last weekend, the Oloye Warriors will aim to continue their impressive performance when they host Aqua United this weekend. The game was initially scheduled for 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, but it was being brought forward to 4 p.m. The encounter will take place at the Lagos Salami Stadium at Dasimba, Ibadan. Shooting Stars remains 15th on the log after 8 matches. So if you want to go watch that game between Shooting Stars and Aqua United on Sunday, it's now 4 p.m. Put the Suns playing a competitive match at their Institute Dome Stadium for the first time, 114-110 ahead with 1 minute 20 seconds left in the overtime, thanks to a pair of free throws. Hadn't had a chance to level the scores when he missed the second of 2 free throws with 5 seconds remaining before Jarrah Nuggets scored 2 free throws at the other end. Hadn't finished with 29 points, 12 rebounds, while teammate Ivica Zubac scored 21 points. The Suns remain in California for Friday's meeting with Los Angeles Lakers, while the Clippers travel to Denver's Nuggets on Saturday. Steph Curry also has scored 17 points as the Golden State Warriors close to a 139-104 win against the Portland Trail Blazers. The Orlando Magic won 116-97 against the Miami Heat, while the Milwaukee Bucks triumphed 124-109 against the Philadelphia 76ers. To boxing, where we hear a suited and menacing-looking Alexander Usyk act as a Fury to autograph a photograph of the Briton being punched in the face in their first fight at a news conference on Wednesday. Fury, who's 36, lost his WBC crown by split decision in May as Ukraine. Usyk became boxing first undisputed heavyweight champion in 25 years. They met at the London Lavish Good Hall to promote their rematch on the 21st of December in Saudi Arabia, which will not be for all belts after Usyk vacated the IBF title. Usyk, sporting a red tie and black glove, took out a briefcase of picture of the Mokambi fighter being punched. Wait and see. For Fury, he rather unexpectedly made his way to the top table in tune of the Aqua Barbie girl. Wait and see if Fury can make a turn of event or Usyk will keep reigning supreme. We're going to go off where we heard, of course, that Xander Schauffele called himself an idiot after carried a quadruple boogie 8 during the opening round of the PGA Tour Zozo Championship in Japan. The 30-year-old United States player wayward tee-shot on the par 4th night at the Narashino Country Club waged itself among some three routes. Rather than take a penalty drop, the double major winner twice tried to hit the ball from outside of the route, only to fail to dislodge it. Schauffele shook his head and laughed as he considered making a third attempt, but finally took the drop for an unplayable lie. And of course, to tennis, where we had our British number one, Tinubu, reach the fourth WTA Tour quarterfinals of the season by sweeping aside Japan Yuka Okamura in Tokyo. 28-year-old won 6-1, 6-2 against 27th ranked Okamura, who lost in qualifying but was placed in the main draw as a lucky loser. Bota is ranked 33rd in the world after the most successful season of her career, and the gap between the pair showed in that encounter. Big one for Bota. She's seated 9th in the WTA 500 events in the Japanese capital, with China's Zheng Quinin, Russian Daria Kazaskina, Diana Shanda, and Canada Leila Fernandez left in the draw as the higher ranked players. And before we go to the Champions League game proper, I'm going to tell you how things panned out across different match venues in the UEFA Champions League, guys. Come on, let me give you something to whet your appetite and something to get you going. Let's go to Wolverhampton Wanderers, where we hear that their sporting director, Matt Hobbs, has been charged with misconduct by the Football Association. The charges relate to an incident following a 2-1 defeat by Manchester City on Sunday, with Wolves unhappy that John Stones' injury time winner was allowed to stand. The defender header was awarded by the referee, Chris Kavanagh, after initially being disallowed because Marcus Silva was standing in an offside position. The FA has already written to Wolves boss Gary O'Neill to ask for his observation following his comment about officials after the game. The FA statement read, Matt Hobbs allegedly acted in an improper manner or used abusive work towards the match official around the tunnel area after the final whistle. He has until Monday, the 28th of October, to respond. And of course, to the Champions League we go, guys. I tell you, many games went down. Had a fantastic time yesterday for Barcelona fans. It's a time to remember, with one man on absolute fire. His name is Rafinha, scoring a hat-trick in that encounter at the Estadio Olympic Luis Campana as he beat Bayern Munich by 4-1. Rafinha scoring the first minute, the 45th minute, 56th minute, and of course Lewandowski scoring against his former employers in the 56th minute to ensure they beat Bayern Munich by 5-1. Player who can't stop scoring goals, yes, had to put his name on the score sheet. His name is Harry Kane. Kane is indeed able. He scored in the 18th minute as Barcelona beat them by 4-1 in that encounter. Okay, other games we played. Benfica lost at home to Feyenoord 3-1. Milambo scoring a brace, including a goal in the 90+2 minutes to ensure they beat Benfica by 3-1. Inter Milan had to wait late on in the 90+3 minutes as Marcos Thuram was that man to look out for as he banged in, bang. The winner caught an assist from Federico Di Marco, beating Young Boys by 1-0. Brestius and Bayer Leverkusen had to share, playing a 1-1 draw at the start. The Roduru, Florian Wirtz had given Bayern Munich the lead in the 24th minute, but Leo Malou scored in the 39th minute to ensure that game ended 1-1 apiece. Liverpool got the job done. Darwin Núñez tapping in from a cutback, a header from Mohamed Salah to ensure that they beat RB Leipzig by 1-0 in that encounter. Despite RB Leipzig scoring twice in that encounter, both goals chopped out for offside by the video assistant referee in that game. Man City were 5-star performance with Haaland scoring a brace, including a back heel overhead kick. Haaland, that goal is a goal of genius. And I tell you, it looks like that guy can't stop scoring goals. John Stones on target. Mateus Nunes scoring a penalty late on as well. Before they also recording his name on the score sheet as 5-star Man City beats Sparta Prague at the Etihad Stadium. It was goalless at the GUI Stadium between Atalanta and Celtic. One man was Brendan Rodgers, was being praised for the way he set up his team to get a point from that game. It was indeed a beautiful game. But the biggest shocker has to come from the Riyadh Air Metropolitano, where Atletico Madrid, yes, despite taking the lead to Julian Alvarez, in the 8th minute of that encounter, they were sucked back with a brace from Jonathan Davies, including a penalty in the 74th minute to beat them by 3-1 in that encounter. And come on, what a day it was for that man. Talking about no other than, of course, Diego Simeone, not exactly what the doctor would have prescribed for his team. Okay, these are the results of the Champions League game. Atalanta 0, Celtic 0, Brest 1, Bayer Leverkusen 1, Atletico Madrid 1, Lille 3, Barcelona 4, Bayern Munich 1, Benfica 1, Feyenoord 3, Man City 5, Sparta Prague 0, RB Leipzig 0, Liverpool 1, Red Bull Salzburg losing to Dynamo Zagreb by 2-0 in their backyard. And Young Boys losing to Inter Milan at home by 1-0. 2 games were played in the Europa League yesterday. Galatasaray beating Augsburg by 4-3, and Braga losing to Bodo Glimt by 1-2. We come to the championship. Bristol Blackburn Rovers played a goal draw with West Bromwich Albion. Hull City played a 1-0 draw with Burnley. Luton Town lost to Sunderland by 1-2. Plymouth Argyle lost away to Millwall by 1-0. While Middlesbrough beat Sheffield United by 1-0. To Europa League we go right now. Let's let you know, of course, that Fenerbahce would host Manchester United. That game is at the far away in Fenerbahce. And we hear that Ten Hag is saying that his club cannot afford any more injury as they face Fenerbahce in the Europa League, with 10 members of their first team out injured, including Bruno Fernandes, who is ruled out through suspension. So wait and see how many more injuries Man United can bear. 10 players are out injured. Bruno Fernandes is out, is also not available for that game. Can they get a victory? We'll wait and see. For Tottenham Hotspur, one man is saying that they are hoping to break the trophy drought at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He's no other than Tottenham Hotspur defender Mickey van der Ven, the Netherlands player. His team will face Dutch side AZ Alkmaar today in the Europa League at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And Ange Postecoglou will be hoping that despite him making lots of changes because he wants to rest players, they'll be able to win their first trophy since they won the League Cup as far back as 2008. The only competition they have won in the 21st century. And for Chelsea in the Conference League, we know, of course, there were many players did not travel with the team. A lot of them did not travel. And don't forget, the certain Kopama is not even registered at all. And one man speaking the coach of Chelsea, his name is Enzo Maresca, is coming out to say he wants to give a certain player, Joao Felix, more time to play. Yes, more time to play, as he says he wants more minutes and more chances. Okay, after a frustrating start to his season, Felix, who is yet to start the Premier League games, is joining from Atletico Madrid for a fee of £45 million in August. But Moresca is saying since he arrived, he's doing very well with us. He's doing fantastically. Everything I can say is good things. We have Joao, but we have more players who are unfortunately not playing. So he will have a chance to prove himself tonight when his team will face Panathinaikos, who sits 6th in the Greek league. Okay, so we'll see how that team pans out for Chelsea. That game has already started. It's going to start 5:45 as we speak. So full, let me give you the results of games that go down in the Europa League and the Conference League. We have Eintracht Frankfurt take on RSF. FC Michelin will take on Union Saint-Gilloise. Ferencváros will take on Nice. Maccabi Tel Aviv as Real Sociedad. PAOK Salonika will take on Victoria Pilsen. Karabakh will take on Karabakh FK will take on Ajax Amsterdam. Roma will take on Dynamo Kiev. Anderlecht vs Ludogorets Razgrad. Slava Prague will travel to Athletic Club. FC Porto will take on Hoffenheim. Is FC Twente vs Lazio. Fenerbahce will take on Manchester United. Lyon vs Besiktas. Olympiacos will trade horns with Malmo. Rangers and FCB will be in the battlefield right to the Hotspur that AZ Alkmaar. So far in the Conference League, one game has started already. The game between Viking Go and Cercle Brugge. That game is 1-1 as we speak. 75 minutes gone in that encounter. But other games to look out for. You have Apoel Nicosia vs Burak Banja. The Ducati will take on Victoria de Guimarães. Ghent vs Molde. Hearts will take on by Ammonia Nicosia. Polonia will take on CS Petro Kub. Lane will take on Shamrock Rover. Is NKCG will take on Istanbul Besiktas. Panathinaikos vs Chelsea. Rapid Vienna will take on FC Noir. St. Gallen will take on Fiorentina. HJK Helsinki vs Dynamo Minsk. Malanda Bloslav vs Lugano. Olimpiada Ljubljana will take on LASK. Pavos FC vs FC Hoffenheim. Real Betis vs FC Copenhagen. Tiana will take on FC Astana. And Baka Topola will take on Liga Warsaw. Don't forget, updates are coming from Loma Togo. 56 minutes gone, still no goal scored in that account. If you end this way, I tell you, the Flying Eagles will be packing their bags and coming back home with nothing but sulking and pain and pain. So, wait and see. It's halftime. I beg your pardon. Waiting for the start of the second half in that encounter. As we speak to you, it's still goalless. As the Flying Eagles must score. As the second half is just beginning, as I speak to you, just beginning. The Flying Eagles must score. If and only if they'll be playing in the quarterfinals of this competition. And quickly before we go, let's go straight to the transfer news. A lot is happening in the transfer news, guys. Let's go straight there. And let's start off all the way from, of course, Manchester City. We hear they're eyeing a move for Sporting and Swedish striker Victor Gyökeres, 26 years of age, as a long-time replacement for Erling Haaland if he makes a switch to Spain. We hear that former Barcelona boss Xavi wants to take the Catalan club 27-year-old Brazilian winger Rafinha to Old Trafford if he replaces Erik ten Hag as Man United manager. Man United Brazilian winger Anthony could be offered a route out of the Old Trafford by his former club Ajax, but the Dutch Giants are said to have some reservation about the deal. However, we hear United are willing to let Anthony leave on loan in January and have been contacted by multiple Premier League clubs about his availability. Aston Villa are set to offer 20-year-old Polish goalkeeper Oliver Zix a new contract amid report interest from Arsenal and Brighton, where Barcelona are tracking River Plate 16-year-old Argentine attacker Philip Esquivel. That's what we hear as well. We hear Madrid are planning, that is Real Madrid, of course, are planning to offer him. And of course, let's go to the Magpies, talking about Newcastle. We hear they are willing to listen to offer for 25-year-old England midfielder Joe Willock as early as January. Pep Guardiola, the manager of Manchester City, has asked Man City to pause RB Leipzig defender Castello Lubeka, with the City boss keen to bring the Frenchman back next summer. So wait and see whether they can get that defender. Real Madrid are also eyeing a move for Lukeba, who has also attracted interest from Liverpool and Man United, with the French defender also stood to have a £75 million clause in his new contract. England midfielder Jordan Henderson is set to see out the season with Ajax, even though he has not yet found a home in Amsterdam and is keen on a move to former club Sunderland. Man United are targeting a trio of young players, including River Plate 70-year-old Argentine midfielder Franco Mastantuono, and of course Brighton are set to battle Eintracht Frankfurt. Red Star Belgrade for Red Star Belgrade attacking midfielder Andrej Miksminovic, and the 17-year-old Serbian international is reluctant to move to Liverpool or Man City so soon in his career. So still no go far away.